students, welcome to Vidya Miran. This video is made for class 7 on chapter number 4, Simple Equations, and today we are going to do exercise 4.1 from NCERT. Question number 1, complete the last column of the table. Now in this, you are given equations and you are given the value of x. On the basis of that, we are going to decide whether the equation is satisfied, yes or no. For the first one, we have x plus 3 equal to 0. Now we have given the value x as 3. So we will put in the left hand side. So in place of x, we will write 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. But 6 is not equal to 0, which means my left hand side is not equal to right hand side. Therefore, we will say no, the equation is not satisfied. Second part. X plus 3 is equal to 0 where x is equal to 0. Now instead of x I will write 0 on my left hand side. 0 plus 3 is equal to 3 and 3 is not equal to 0. Thus I can say left hand side is not equal to right hand side. Therefore the equation is not satisfied. Third part. X plus 3 equal to 0. Here x is equal to minus 3. So I will write left hand side as minus 3 plus 3, that is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to 0, which means my left hand side is equal to right hand side, and here yes, the equation is satisfied. Fourth part. X minus 7 is equal to 1 where x is equal to 7. So what I will do in my left hand side, instead of x I will write 7. 7 minus 7 is 0 and 0 is not equal to 1, which means my left hand side is not equal to right hand side. Thus I can say that equation is not satisfied. Fifth part. X minus 7 is equal to 1 where x is equal to 8. So I will do 8 minus 7, which is equal to 1, and this one is equal to my right hand side one. So left hand side is equal to right hand side, and thus equation is satisfied. Next, 5x is equal to 25 where x is equal to 0. So for x I will put 0. 5x means 5 multiplied by 0, which is equal to 0. And 0 is not equal to 25. So left hand side is not equal to 25. Thus equation is not satisfied. Next, 5x is equal to 25 where x is equal to 5. So 5 into 5 is 25. This 25 is equal to 25. That is left hand side is equal to right hand side. Thus equation is satisfied. Next, 5x is equal to 25 where x is equal to minus 5. So 5 into minus 5 gives minus 25. Minus 25 is not equal to 25, which means left hand side is not equal to right hand side, and thus we can say that equation is not satisfied. M upon 3 is equal to 2 where m is equal to minus 6. So here m is minus 6. Minus 6 divided by 3 gives me minus 2, and minus 2 is not equal to 2, which means left hand side is not equal to right hand side. Thus equation is not satisfied. Next, m upon 3 is equal to 2 where m is equal to 0. So 0 upon 3 is 0. 0 is not equal to 2. So equation is not satisfied. Next, m upon 3 is equal to 2 where m is equal to 6. 6 upon 3 is 2 and 2 is equal to 2. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. So equation is satisfied. Question number 2. Check whether the value given in the brackets is a solution to the given equation or not. Now for example, a is given to us, n plus 5 is equal to 19. We are given the value of n as 1. So according to the question, we will put the value of n in left hand side and see whether we are getting the same answer as right hand side or not. Now when we put n as 1, so 1 plus 5 is 6. So 6 is not equal to 19. So left hand side is not equal to 19. So that means n is equal to 1 is not a solution to the given equation. 7n plus 5 is equal to 19, where n is equal to minus 2. So on the left hand side, 7 into minus 2 becomes minus 14. Minus 14 plus 5 we do, it becomes minus 9. So minus 9 is not equal to 19. So n is equal to minus 2 is not a solution to the given equation. Next, 7n plus 5 is equal to 19, where n is equal to 2. So when we do 7 into 2, 14. 14 plus 5 is 19, and this 19 is equal to 19. So we can say that n is equal to 2 is a solution to the given equation. 4p minus 3 is equal to 13, where p is equal to 1. So 4 into 1 is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 is not equal to 13. So we can say p equal to 1 is not a solution to the given equation. 4p minus 3 is equal to 13, where p is equal to minus 4. So 4 into minus 4 is minus 16. Minus 16 minus 3 is minus 19. Minus 19 is not equal to 13. So p is equal to minus 4 is not a solution for the equation. 4p minus 3 is equal to 13, where p is equal to 0. So 4 into 0 is 0. 0 minus 3 is minus 3. Minus 3 is not equal to 13. So we say that p equal to 0 is not a solution. Solve the following equation by trial and error method. Now what does trial and error method is? You are given 5p plus 2 is equal to 17. Now we will assume the value of p and try to find out on what value of p I will get my left hand side equal to right hand side, or I will get the same answer 17. For example, when I do 5p plus 2 and I take p as 1, 5 into 1 means 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 is not equal to right hand side, so that means p equal to 1 is not the solution. Okay. Same way we will put the value of p as 2 and we will put at p is equal to 3. When we put 3, 5 into 3, 15, 15 plus 2 is 17, which is equal to my right hand side. So I will say that p is equal to 3 is the required solution for this equation. 3n minus 14 is equal to 4. Let's start with 1. So 3 into 1 minus 14 gives me minus 11. So not equal to right hand side. When m is equal to 2, so 3 into 2, 6, 6 minus 14 is minus 8. Again not a solution. M equal to 3. 3 into 3, 9. 9 minus 14 is equal to minus 5. Again not a solution. M equal to 4. M equal to 5. They are also not the solution. M equal to 6 when I do. 3 into 6 is 18. 18 minus 14 is 4, which is the required solution for the above equation. Write equations for the following statements. Now here we will see the question given to us is the sum of the numbers x and 4 is 9. Sum means plus sign. What are the two numbers? X and 4. So what is my right hand side answer? X plus 4 is equal to 9. Next, 2 subtracted from y is 8. So from y means y will come first and you will subtract 2 from it. Y minus 2 is equal to 8. 10 times a is 70. 10 times a means 10 multiplied by a, which is 10a, which is equal to 70. The number b divided by 5. So b upon 5 equal to 6. 3/4 of t is 15. So 3 upon 4 multiplied by t, which is equal to 15. 7 times m plus 7 gets you 77. 7 times m means 7m, plus means plus sign, plus 7 equal to 77. Then 1/4 of a number x minus 4 gives 4. 1/4 is 1 upon 4 multiplied by x. So I can write x upon 4, or you can also write 1 upon 4x minus 4 is equal to 4. take away 6 from 6 times y, you get 60. If you take away 6 from whom? 6 times y. What is 6 times y? 6 times y is 6y. You have to subtract now 6 from it. So 6y minus 6 is equal to 60. If you add 3 to 1/3 of z, you get 30. So if you add 3 to whom? 1/3 of z. So 1 upon 3 z plus 3 is equal to 30. Or you can also write 3 plus z upon 3 is equal to 30. Both way is correct. Question number 5. Write the following equations in statement forms. Now equations are given to us. We have to write in the words or in form of a statement. There are many ways to write it. Whatever way you find it easier, you can do it. Like we have p plus 4 is equal to 17. We can write it as sum of p and 4 gives 15, or when 4 is added to p, the result is 15. Next, m minus 7 is equal to 3. So we can say 7 subtracted from m gives 3, or m minus 7 gives the result 3 or gives 3. Anything you can write. 2m is equal to 7. So twice of a number m is 7, or 2 times m gives 7. M upon 5 is equal to 3. So m divided by 5 gives 3, or the number m divided by 5 gives 3. 3m upon 5 is equal to 6. So 3 times m when divided by 5 gives 6, or 3/5 of m gives 6. 3p plus 4 is equal to 25. So when 4 is added to 3 times p to get 25, or 3 times of p plus 4 gives 25. 4p minus 2 is equal to 18. So 4 times p minus 2 gives 18, or subtract 2 from 4 times p to get 18. P upon 2 plus 2 is equal to 8. So add 2 to half of p to get a, or 2 added to half of p gives 8. Set up an equation in the following cases. Irfan says that he has 7 marbles more than 5 times the marbles Parmeet has. Irfan has 37 marbles. Take m to be the number of Parmeet marbles. So they are already telling us we can assume Parmeet marbles as m. So what will be Irfan's marble? They are saying 7 marbles more than 5 times the marble which Parmeet has. How many marbles Parmeet has? Parmeet has only m marble. So 5 times m, that is 5m plus 7. So these are Irfan's marble. What are the total Irfan's marble? 37. What is the equation? 5m plus 7 is equal to 37. Lakshmi's father is 49 years old. He is 4 years older than 3 times Lakshmi's age. Take Lakshmi's age to be y years. So we know, let the Lakshmi's age be y years. So what is Lakshmi's father age? They are saying 4 years older than 3 times Lakshmi's age. What is Lakshmi's age? Y. 3 times Lakshmi's age? 3y. 4 year older means 3y plus 4. And the age given is 49. So the required equation is 3y plus 4 is equal to 49. Third part. The teacher tells the class that the highest marks obtained by a student in her class is twice the lowest marks plus 7. The highest marks is 87 and the lowest score to be taken as L. So let the lowest score be L. So what is the situation? Twice the lowest marks, that is 2 times L, that is 2L plus 7. So 2L plus 7 will be equal to 87, which will be your required equation. In an isosceles triangle, the vertex angle is twice either base angle. Let the base angle be B in degrees. Remember that sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Now base angle is B. Vertex angle is twice the either base angle. So there are two B's and twice means 2 into B. Sum of the angles of a triangle is 180. So if I say angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180, we know two of the angles are B degrees, one angle is 2B. We can say B plus 2B is equal to 180, which is 4B equal to 180. That's all for this exercise, children. I hope you must have found it very easy. You have to just frame the equations, which is quite simple. Understand the line what they are telling, and by assuming just go backwards and you can understand it. Thank you so much, children, for watching the video till the end. Very soon I am going to come with the next exercise. Till then, see you children. Goodbye. Take care.